Hi, Coach Andy here again from More Than Muscle. And today I'm going to speak about a topic that is hot on my mind at the moment. And that is, how do we create training programs for our clients and how do we get the results that we do? A lot of the time in the industry I see trainers, people within the gym environment going through lots of different training programs, different methods that they have learned through different gurus and different blogs, etc, etc. But some of the variables that we go through are specificity. What do we look at within the individual? What do they need? What are their needs? What are you trying to achieve with that individual, whether that's their sport or their fat loss muscle goals? What is specific to them? How do we progress them within the program, the plan that we're creating for them? So is there an element of progression? And how do we overload them? I mean, overload is one of those variables where you need to use it if you're looking for an adaptation. There's many ways of overloading an athlete, but that's for another video. Is there an element of reversibility in your training program that you're creating? There is going to be a drop-off point for the athlete or the client that you're working with. And if this training variable of reversibility is not looked after, there will be a drop-off point and the athlete will diminish. So having an element of deloading and having an element where you can regress the athlete to bring them forward within their overload is also something that should be specified within your training. Looking at the frequency, how long are you working with the athlete? How many times a week can you give a stimulus to the client? This is really important because this is ultimately going to help you choose what kind of method you're going to put and place upon the person you're working with. And again, it's something that gets neglected. If you don't understand this, then it can severely affect the way you stimulate and put a stimulus upon someone. What type of intensity? How hard are we going to push them? How close to their rep maxes are we going to push them? What is relevant? So going back to the specificity, is it intensity we need? Is it volume we need? At what stage are these people coming to us? I mean, a general rule of thumb is when someone first comes in at baseline, you start with high volumes, high repetitions, high time under tensions, and as they progress towards, if it is a season competition, you increase upon the intensity and drop off the volumes. Or if it is fat loss, you tend to do the same. You know, you start them with high volume, high amounts of repetitions, lots of food, and as you get towards the stage where you want to lean out, you drop off that volume as you drop off the calories, and you keep that intensity going up. What type of exercise you're giving them? Is it mimicking the sport? Is it mimicking the energy system that is required to get the fat loss or muscle building goal? It's something that you must consider because you're in the game of trying to predict the outcome. That's what you're being hired for. So if you're not looking at the type of exercise and type of stimulus you're placing upon someone, then you are just guessing. And ultimately the time frame you're working with someone, how long you got. You know, if you're working with someone for a year over working someone with 12 weeks, the amount of selection and the amount of things that you're going to have to progress through will be severely different. Your shorter time frame, more bang for your buck is needed. You can't be going, you know, if you've got 4 weeks with a client and that is it, and their requirement is a lot of body fat, one, you've got to be realistic with them. Can you achieve it? But two, things like, you know, dumbbell external rotations, they're not going to have a big part in your 4 weeks. But, you know, if you've got an athlete for a year, a couple years, you may be able to emphasize upon maybe the dumbbell external rotation for rotator cuff work a little bit more. So the time frame that you're working with someone is really, really important. The purpose of this video was just to show you how we sit down, how we use a needs analysis on the new client coming in, the new person, the new athlete coming in, and how we achieve and set out a plan so that we can get the best results for that person, that individual coming to us. If you're enjoying our videos, don't forget to like, don't forget to go onto our YouTube channel, share our pages. We have Instagram, we have Twitter, we have Facebook, all the handles, you may name it. Don't forget to go on there, like, share and tweet. and we'll see you again.